Ever feel it? That relentless hum? That constant pull? Notifications, shows, an endless torrent flooding your senses. We're always on, always stimulated. And the silent casualty? Our focus, our ability to be present. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Research confirms. Our attention spans are shrinking. It's easy to blame the internet. But what if I told you this story is older? The internet poured gasoline on the fire, but the sparks were lit long before. To reclaim our minds, we must understand how we got here. So let's dive in. I see this in 3 acts. Act 1, the shift from page to screen. Back in the 80s, Neil Postman's prophetic book, Amusing Ourselves to Death, wasn't just about new gadgets. It was about a cultural shift from the written word to mass media, especially television. The printing press revolutionized idea spreading. The Reformation, the Enlightenment, the American Revolution, all amplified by print. But, as Postman and Marshall McLuhan highlighted, the medium is the message. How we communicate reshapes our brains. Postman described the typographic mind, sculpted by books, hours lost in complex arguments, narratives, a mind trained for prolonged, engaged, rational thought. In short, a mind that knew how to focus. Reading is a workout for your attention. It builds focus. But we read less. In Postman's time, TV was king. Now with endless screens, it's worse. Let me paint a picture. 2 moments in American political history. First, the Lincoln-Douglas debates, 1858. Thousands gathered for 3-hour debates, a 60-minute opening statement. The audience, readers, could follow complex thoughts for an hour, even 90 minutes. Their minds were conditioned. Their speech, long and intricate, mirrored the books they read. Now, 1960, Kennedy versus Nixon, the first televised debates. The game changed. The entire debate was an hour. Opening statements, 8 minutes. Information came in small, digestible chunks, as TV trained people to expect. The big takeaway? Nixon looked bad on TV, sweaty, uncomfortable. Kennedy looked cool, history nudged by appearance on screen. Television was rewiring us for smaller bites of information, image over substance. Focus, deep thinking, began to atrophy. It's a skill. Use it or lose it. People say reading books is inefficient. I can get a summary, watch a video. I get it. But that's a cope. Summaries are different from wrestling with an author's thoughts. Reading is thinking with the author, training your mind. It's a mental gym you don't get elsewhere. Okay, I hear you. TV is ancient. What about this? The internet. Constant notifications, a whirlwind of content. You're right. We leaped from TV to the internet, a new beast. Nicholas Carr's The Shallows explores this. The internet in one word? For many, it's chaos. Your YouTube home screen, endless videos, notifications, a search bar. Click one, a dozen more recommended. The design is to ensure that if you feel a flicker of boredom, click. Something new. It feels normal, but it's deliberately chaotic. TikTok? A headache almost immediately. The principle, always give you something else to click. Even in a good video, suggestions whisper, maybe something better is a click away. Platforms don't care if you finish one thing. They want you on their platform. This medium teaches that information is easy, disposable. Bored? Move on. That's the message. Carr emphasizes brain plasticity. Our brains change based on experiences. Hours of screen time, it's chipping away at our focus. That's the bad news. Constant distraction molds a jumpier brain. But the good news, your brain is plastic. You can fix this. Read more, watch less scattered content, maybe symbolically toss your phone into Mount Doom. You can retrain your focus. But understand, there's a war for your attention, and it's not fair. You versus massive corporations with PhDs in psychology, brilliant designers, all working to keep you clicking. I call the internet a hostile design environment. Sean Parker, Facebook's first president, said their thought process was, how do we consume as much of your time and conscious attention as possible? He mentioned a little dopamine hit from likes, a stunning admission. The digital industry is largely built on capturing your attention. Compare that to a book. It's not good at stealing your attention. You give it attention. Phones, screens, hijack it. Why? Your attention is valuable. It makes money. Even I benefit if you watch this video to the end. The architects of these platforms often limit their own kids' exposure. Steve Jobs didn't let his kids use iPads. Zuckerberg reportedly limits his kids' screen time. They built these things. They know the pitfalls. They protect their kids. Why not protect yourself? So what can we do? How do we fight back? It's doable. First, the phone. Create distance. Turn it off. Take long breaks. Can you go a day without it? That device, buzzing, lighting up, even on silent, the promise of something new, it's a drain. Second, seek media that demands attention. Books, yes, but even good movies, not those designed for half watching while scrolling. Go to a cinema. Immerse yourself. Third, perhaps most profound, get used to not being digitally stimulated. Go for a walk. Leave the phone at home. Just be there, with your thoughts. See how long you can follow one idea. It's rewarding. The point is to detox. Get comfortable with quiet, with your own mind. By doing this bit by bit, we retrain our brains. We encourage our minds to rediscover focus. We can choose what we pay attention to. We can reclaim deep thinking about things that matter. This isn't about rejecting technology, but using it consciously, not letting it use us. What are your thoughts? How do you battle distractions? Share strategies in the comments. I'd love to read them. And if this resonated, if you're ready to reclaim your focus, hit like, subscribe for more deep dives, and ring that notification bell, ironically, so you don't miss our next exploration. Thanks for your valuable attention. Now go find something amazing to truly focus on.